Hello everybody and welcome back to Adonia Kitchen Tales. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make jams. Yes, you can use any fruits to make this thick, delicious, creamy jams and start your own business from home. Yes, you can use this recipe with any fruits you have during the season, make jams at home and sell. So let's make a berry jam. You can use any kind of fruits which you have left at home. Even things like pears and apples, um, all that will do. So any leftover fruit, grapes, mixed fruits, anything. So I just have some berries after a cake left. So I'm using 200 grams of those berries, 100 grams of granulated sugar, pectin powder 10 grams. This makes the jam thick. If you don't use this, then it will just be like a compote. Lemon juice 30 ml, 50 ml water. So I've chopped the fruits, just the strawberries because they were big. The others I've just put like that. Now if you want the jam to be smooth, you can chop them into small pieces. Otherwise, chunky, if you want the jam to be chunky, then you can just leave it like that. I've added to a karai and I'm going to add the sugar. You can also use any alternate kind of sugar like jaggery or anything. Now water, depending on the kind of fruit, you will decide the amount of water. If you're using things like apples and peaches and pears, then you can add all of the water. But for this, I'm only adding about 3/4 of the water because the blueberries and the mulberries will give out a lot of water anyway. So we'll start cooking this until the sugar has nicely dissolved and we start getting, the fruits start getting tender. We'll also add in the pectin. So once the fruit is little mushy, we'll add in the lemon juice. Cook this for another 2 minutes. So once it's cooked down to a thick consistency like this, now you can add a pinch of ascorbic acid, not a pinch, a quarter teaspoon of ascorbic acid. This is a preservative. If you're selling jam, this we're just using for donuts, so I've kept it optional, but you can add 1/4 teaspoon of this to increase the shelf life of your jam in room temperature. So just add that as an optional thing, but if you're just making this for donuts, then it's absolutely not necessary. So once it's nicely cooked, I'm taking my hand blender and I'm going to blend this so that I'm able to break down the fruits. Now it depends on how much you want to blend. See, these are like kind of chunky. Almost everything is blended, but few have been chunky. So if you want to leave it like this, you can totally just leave it. It gives a more natural and earthy effect to your jam. But if you want to totally puree this also, you can continue, or you can put this in a mixie as well. Because I'm using it in the donuts, I'm just going to make this as smooth as possible. But I want a little bite of the mulberries and the strawberries. So I'm not totally pureeing it, just this much. So how much you want to puree is totally up to you. Now we let this cool and transfer it to a jar, and we will refrigerate this until it's nice and thick.